What up, y'all? It's Above and Below. Back at you with Teardrop. And Teardrop, where you from, brother?
I'm from Austin, Texas. I was raised in the east side of Austin. Uh, I'm 52 years old now. I was raised in East Austin. It's in my young childhood. I was a good student all the way to when I was in elementary school to the sixth grade. When I started going to junior high. That's when I kind of went left, man, instead of right. And started hanging around with the crowd, my friends from school, and just trying to fit in. And next thing I'm smoking pot. I started smoking weed and hanging out with my friends on the weekends, and just doing things our young cats did back in the day. When I was growing up in the hood. And I went to Martin Junior High. I went there. I lived down the street from there. And next thing I'm starting to skip school. Start skipping class. I just go to fourth period, skip class, go to the park, smoke weed, hang out with the girls. Trying just fitting in, being cool. I thought it was just to be cool to smoke and be a badass right there in the school. Just trying to impress the girls and just things that typical young Hispanic does growing up. And from weed, I would just smoke weed and drink on the weekends. Party started, I'd get my mom's ride and go pick up my friends and go, score some marijuana, get high and hang out. And next thing my friends that I grew up with started up, a gang in the east side, which it was EGB,
Yeah.
De Barrio,
Yeah.
And made that, we all got together and made up the gang, and it grew and grew, and next thing I'm starting to get high on cocaine, started snorting coke, taking acid, speed, crank, back in the day, we called it crank, and just, started getting high, and next thing I wasn't working, and the drugs, ain't free, so eventually I started, stealing to get money to get high, just because, I didn't have a job, so hung around with one of my homeboys, and we started go kicking doors, doing burglaries, and, I liked it, I liked the rush of, getting gold, guns, money, the drugs, having a car. And so that's what I was doing, kicking indoors, and, just doing crazy shit. One day I was chilling with my homeboy, and his mom, she was well known here in the east side, right there where all the old bars used to be on East 6th Street. And she just told us one day, she told me, she goes, hey, what you know about heroin, I was like, when she said the word, I ain't never to mess with it. And it was a drug that I used to always see the older crowd right there in the neighborhood getting high on heroin and nodding out. And I was like, man, why they like that drug? Like, why, I don't want to be like that, I want something that's going to keep me going,
Mm-hmm.
So I would just tell myself, like, what is it that they like about that drug, So when she told me what I know about heroin, I told her, well, I know a little bit, from the neighborhood, from my old cats around there and all that. And she was like, you think you can sell it if I give you some? I was like, hell yeah, I can sell it and give you some, So she told her son, hey, here, gave him a pistol and said, I'm going to give Teardrop some heroin and just take him right there to the hood. Anybody fuck with y'all take the pistol on their asses, you know. And so that's how, you know, I was introduced to heroin. You know, I had it and went to the neighborhood, started selling it. And man, I mean, I sold out in an hour. I was there in the neighborhood, you know. I had 50 balloons, you know.
Just on the block?
Yeah, right there in the block, right in the
Chalmers?
Chalmers, right there, Santa Rita, right there down on Holly where the old Mr. Max was at.
Yeah, I know it real well.
Yeah, we used to.
The old Washateria?
Yeah, the Washateria. You know, I used to go there and
Up Haskell
post
Street.
up. Haskell. That's where we grew. You know, our gang was right there on Haskell at the dead end. We partied there, you know, every night or whatever. So yeah, I started, you know, selling heroin there. You know, I got an old school named Pato, you know, telling him help me sell some heroin, and I hook him up, which I did. You know, he got me all kind of licks. I would help him get him well every morning. To one day I said, hey, give me a little bit, you know, and he was like, what? I said, he was like, nah, youngster, you don't want to do that shit, man. I said, man, give me some, man, or you ain't gonna get nothing, you don't give me nothing. So, you know, I put him in that spot. He's sick. He wants to get well. So I just, you know, put my arm. I turned my face, and he hit me. And I mean, the experience I got was like, oh shit, you know. And I threw up, and I got kind of sick. But then right after that, I was like, whoa, shit, you know, like this is shit. Damn, I like this shit, you know.
Yeah.
And I like the high. And that's all it took, that one shot, you know. And, you know, right now, you know, I haven't shot no heroin in over, I want to say, going on a year that I ain't done no heroin in a year time, you know. I mean, I've been on the methadone program. I've been in the program for 5 years, you know. But the last year, I haven't used heroin, but I was introduced to Fetty, you know.
And those that don't know what that is, it's slang for fentanyl.
Yeah, slang for fentanyl, you know. I was introduced to it, and I smoked it, you know. Really, to be honest, it was just, I met a young girl, you know, pretty. And of course, you know, she was real young and pretty, and she liked fentanyl. She asked me if I can get it, and I said, yeah, I can get it. I mean, I knew where I can get it, you know, but I didn't really know about it because I didn't mess with it, you know. I had been clean. So I got it for her, you know, and then she called me the next day, got it for her again, and the third time, you know, I said, hey, well, let me try it out, you know. And I did it, and
no turning back.
Yeah, it was like when I did heroin, no turning back, man. It's like I've been doing it ever since, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know the consequences of it, and right now, you know, the epidemic, man, it's killing a lot of our people, man. You know, a lot of our people
most of my people are dead.
Yeah, I
know.
done lost about 6 cousins, aunts, uncles.
All the homies in the neighborhood.
Yeah, the homies in the neighborhood to you know, fentanyl, heroin. Nowadays, all the heroin that's out there got fentanyl. And you know what? People that using heroin really don't think they got no fentanyl, but I want to say 95% of the heroin out there has fentanyl, man.
Right.
So when they do a dose, you know, and it gets sprayed with fentanyl, it could, you know, maybe that 120 you got, it's where majority of all the fentanyl went, and you do that, man, you'll go to sleep and never wake up, you know.
How old were you the first time you went to the penitentiary?
The first time I went to penitentiary, I was 17. I got certified as an adult. I ended up, I went down a drive-by, and a couple of people got shot, got hurt, you know, kind of bad. So I got locked up at 16. I was a juvenile, and then they certified me as an adult. I went to county, and I end up getting a 75-year sentence for murder on a drive-by.
Did you just say 75-year sentence?
Yeah, on a drive-by.
Did they convict you of
Yes.
murder?
Yeah, I was convicted, and I was sent to prison. I started off at Ferguson unit, and I had 75, man, and really my mind, and I was just like, I'm just gonna, do my time, like I was just doing time and getting high in there, and and I started hanging out with, the homeboys in there and all that. But, growing up out here in Austin, and the crowd I used to hang around with, they were, Mexican mafia,
Mm-hmm.
So while I was in prison, that's who I was running with in there, with the Mexican mafia. And I was a prospect for them for like 4 years. And eventually, I became a member, and I joined the Mexican mafia, and did a lot of awful things that I'm not proud of. But hey, that's part of the lifestyle that I chose, and I mean, so that was the first. I went to prison. I had a 75. I did 11 years on it already, and I'm in SEG now because I got SEG for being a gang member,
Confirmed gang member tattoos.
The gang member tattoos I had right here, the Mexican mafia tattoo right here.
Mm-hmm.
Had me right there. But we had a riot, we had it with the Aztecas, El Paso,
How'd that go?
Pretty bloody, They weren't allowed over there at the yard when I was at McConnell unit. And of course, so there was like 10 of them, and they said, "Nah, we ain't catching out. We ain't going out like that." So
it was 10 of them versus how many?
About 38 of us.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually, 2 of them they tried to do some, but eventually we cleaned the house there. But like I said, man, I was just doing my time. I thought I'd never see the world again,
And you're in Ferguson right now.
Yeah, now I'm at Ferguson. And then I get shipped out to McConnell unit in 92 when it opened, in 1992.
How come they shipped you?
Because I was in close custody, and majority of all the close custody got shipped out to McConnell unit when it was open.
Ferguson, from what I mean, is notorious for being the most violent gladiator school.
Yeah, because...
Is that true or no?
You know what? McConnell was a lot fucking worse than Ferguson, man, But Ferguson just been known for that because it's like majority 25 and down.
Mm-hmm.
Like 16 to 25 years old.
Yeah.
With life sentences, 75, 80 youngsters, so... There's no for a gladiator.
So you're in Ferguson with a 75-year sentence over your head.
Yeah.
Oh, so what happened with that?
When I was in SEG at McConnell unit, they had us all together, all the Mexican mafia. They had us in one pot, a pot. And my neighbor was one of my homeboys named Capone, in San Antonio, and he was like badass with the laws. That's all he did, study law books while he was in SEG, and every day that was his thing. He helped all the bros there, with cases or whatever they had. He helped them, and he was real good, I guess you want to say one of the jailhouse lawyers,
Yeah.
But he was down real by his shit. Like, he was smart. He was real good. So, he's my neighbor. One day, we got high. We got heroin in there. We're getting high, and we're talking, and he told me, "Hey, what are you gonna do with your time, teardrop?" I said, "What am I gonna do? Shit, I'm gonna do my time. What else am I gonna do with it?" He said, "No, really, man. Like, I mean, are you just gonna say fuck it? I'm gonna do the 75 and don't, you ain't trying to give the time back, get the time cut. You ain't trying to go back on bench warrant and you know, see you got any action of you know, any technicalities in your case to go back to, you know, to county. And I was like, nah, well, I never thought about that, you know, and all that. So, long story short, you know, he said, get your transcript, order your transcript with I-60. And I did that. They sent me all my transcript of my case. I sent it to him, and he went over my shit. And he told me, man, you got about 11 technicalities in there, man, that I could file for you. And but I need your permission to file it, and you know, blah blah blah, and just get what you need. So I told him, all right, man, you know, go ahead, you know. And so he did that, you know. He helped me out, and he made a motion and sent it to Travis County, and he told me it'd be about 4 to 5 weeks or year something, you know, blah blah blah. And so of course, you know, some other homeboys that fuck around, joke around with him will be like, hey, Tuesday, you gonna get another motherfucking 75 fucking with Capone, you know. We're just joking around and shit. But man, you know what? After 7 weeks, one day, you know, it's late at night, you know, we're just chopping it up in there and all that. It's about 1 in the morning. And here comes the officer in our section with chain bags, you know? And we're like, oh shit, who on the chain, man? And he looks over there and he goes, Martinez, pack your stuff, man, you're on the chain. I was like, hey, come here, man. So the officer was pretty cool, went over there and said, what's up? And I told him, no, he told me, yeah, man, you're on the chain. I said, chain, where am I going? I don't know, it just said you're going to the walls, you're going on bench warrant.
And was that a release unit then?
At the walls, yeah, it was a release unit, but people also get sent there, and then they come, Travis County will come and pick you up and take you back to county, like on bench warrants, right? So that's what it was. I went to the walls, caught chain. I went to the walls. I didn't know what it was. I was thinking I'm just getting shipped. Went to the walls. The next morning, Travis County officers were there to pick me up and told me I was going back to Travis County on bench warrant.
How'd you feel about that?
Man, I mean, like, honestly, I didn't know what to think, bro. But I was excited of going back to county, you know, and I didn't know if it was because of my homeboy filed that motions and I was going back on bench warrant for that. I didn't know what, man, you know. I'm thinking too, maybe what, they found other old cases on me or what,
right.
You know, you don't know what to think.
Yeah.
So I get there, when I get to Travis County, I do, of course, all the process, fingerprint, all that, and finally I seen an officer, old school, that I knew from years. Like, hey man, what's up? Can you check what I'm here for, man? I said, I've been in the system already 11 years, man, and now I'm back. He goes, no, I ain't seen you in a while, Martinez. I said, hey, well, can you check, bro? What's the deal? He goes, calmate, chill out, man, I got you, man. And he came back like an hour later. I was still in booking. He come back and he say, it shows you don't have no sentence, man. So what that means is that you won't have a sentence. The 75-year sentence you had was thrown out. You hear me?
Yeah.
It was thrown out, and you're back on bench warrant for resentencing.
How long did it take?
What the fuck?
How long did that take?
So that took about 3 weeks, you know?
And
I was there, an attorney came see me, court-appointed attorney, of course, because I didn't have a, paid attorney. Came see me and asked me, a few questions and all that, and told me that I was there on resentencing, that they were offering 50 years, you know? And I was like, what? Like 50 years? Nah, man, hell nah. Nah, man, no, man. I'm taking him to trial. He said, all right, man, well, we'll reset. Well, the next reset I got, they offered me 25 years.
Did you sign or take it to trial?
No, I signed. I was like, I got 11 going on 12 years already done on this. I signed for 25. I'm already up for parole, you know. So I signed, and I signed my time. They gave me 25. I went back to TDC. I stayed there about 2 more years, 2.5, because I did 14, almost 15 years flat on the 25, and I got shipped off to French Robertson.
I heard that at one point was the worst.
Yes, also to freaky French, it was bad too. So I went to French Robertson unit and stayed there 2 years, and one morning, about 4 in the morning, I was a knock with a bag, said, "Hey, Martina, pack your stuff, man. You're going to the walls." I said, "What? For what?" He goes, "You're getting released. You're going home with mandatory supervision and short weight." And I was on the old law, so my flat time and my good time made my time, added up to my 25-year sentence.
Did that blow your mind? The whole time you're thinking you got to do 75?
Yeah, from 75, there I go, going on 15 years. I'm at the Walls unit, just looking at myself in the mirror like, damn, man, you go home in the morning,
Hell
I'm
yeah.
freaking out. I can't sleep, I don't know what to think, man. Like, like, is this a dream or what, But I got out, man. I got out. One of my homeboys was there, picked me up. Went to H-Town, went to a strip club, went to the mall. My homeboy, blessed my game. And, and I kind of like, was scared to do much stuff, man, after being locked up
Sure.
so long. And then I was on the monitor. So I wasn't trying to really do nothing, man. I just was spending time with family and, just doing stuff regular people do, man.
How long? So, were you clean when you were released, or were you still kind of messing around?
You know what? No, I was clean, man, because when I went to French Robertson, we were getting dope there, man, but it was like, not like McConnell. McConnell, we had it like all the time. French Robertson, it was like once every 2 months we'll get, some flour.
Did you experience any overdoses when you got out?
Yes, man. As a matter of fact, when we got to H-Town, so I seen a dude overdose over there, and I was like, damn, freaked out,
Did you overdose at all when you got out?
Oh, yes. I mean, like I said, once I got out, it took me about 2-3 months. And then, hey, my homeboy hanging out, what? That's my gang, gave me dope. Well, said, man, here, get on your feet, man. And then, once you get on your feet, make some money, we talk and do business. And of course, one day I had dope and all that, but I didn't use for like 3 months. And then one day I searched somebody, had about half a grand left. I said, man, you know what, fuck this. I put it with the water, mixed it, snorted it. And man, I got that feeling like when I first shot up heroin.
Yeah.
And man, that's all it took.
So, what would your advice be to the young little homie that's thinking about the gang life and all that?
Oh, well, of course, I would tell them, to not join, no gangs, to just stay to themselves and go and do time, educate yourself, man. Don't waste that time down there on trying to get high or trying to, join a gang and think, you're a badass in there, because you know what, man, they don't tell you everything of what the gang life's about, It might make it seem to you like, hey, come on, man, join us, we're going to take care of you, we're family, you're going to have it all, you're going to have it going on, blah, blah, blah. It's not true, man, They don't tell you that, hey, here's this chank, man, go hit that dude up over there,
Mm-hmm.
And what you going to do? Are you going to go hit him up and stab him, or are you going to catch out? you know. You know, if you stab them, you know, you picking up some more time.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's lifestyle, the gang lifestyle. You know, it's not what you think, man. You know, so I would tell you a young cat that's going to prison, that's young, never been down, to, you know, just stay to himself, man. Respect everybody. Go do your time. Get yourself in school. Educate yourself. And
Yeah.
you know, do something with your life, man. You know, there's all kind of opportunities.
What do you say in like 2, 3, 4 months we do a follow-up interview?
Okay, yeah, I would love that, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, shit. You know, I hope that by me doing this, that somebody out there is listening to me.
Absolutely.
And it changes their life, man. Because you know what, all life matters. You know, and I just want to, you know, change somebody's life. So just stay strong, man. Stay positive. There's people out here that help you and that care about you, man, and that want you to do good, man. So you're not alone, man. You just got to get the help. You got to go out and reach out, man, you know. You can't do it alone, but everything's possible, man, you know.
Everybody out there tuning in, drop a comment below for Teardrop. Like and subscribe above and below. We out.
Boop.